Hey guys, Emils here, and this is a little bit of a different video than usual. I have made a checklist for the F4E normal startup procedure, and I just want to test it out. So I've written it down, literally by hand. I've watched Reflected Simulations video on the realistic startup procedure, which is based off the Heatbor manual and real-life manuals. So we're just gonna follow along these steps. These steps are most of the steps from that video, but I did skip a couple which I thought deemed not as necessary. A lot of them still are not necessary. I just thought they're kind of cool just to go through the whole cockpit, do these checks, make it feel really realistic, right? So let's just get started. Lower ejection handle up. This is not implemented yet, but still gonna check it. Generator left and right off in the middle position. We're gonna put on our helmet here so it doesn't get in the way of our instruments. AOE 40 flare switch into normal. Internal wing dump normal. Throttles off. Those are off. External stores emergency release. That's not pushed in. Perfect. Landing gear handle in and down. Check. Jettison is off. Off. Armament override. So armaments are off. Safe. And override is also fine. Okay. Pitot heat off. Off. Battery check. Now let's check our battery. Now, by checking our battery, we just turn on our engine master switches and check if they're showing the correct positions of slats, flaps, and gear. Turn off those switches. Engine master's off. Formation lights off. Circuit breaker. Now I don't remember the name of it, but that's this one here. That's in. UHF radio off. Off, off. Which one is the UHF? This one, yeah. Reference selector is in standby. Yep. And gun camera mag reload. That's not implemented yet either, but let's just say we just reloaded it. Alright, and now we can turn on external power. Now that's going to be with ground crew. Alright, ground chief. External power. Connect. Alright, now it might be a little bit harder to hear me. External power on. Generator switches external, so that's these switches down.
And D1.
Now gestures about the alignment. Let's do a bath alignment. Or actually, Jester, we can do a full alignment this time. That takes about 8. Full alignment's about 8 minutes. Now, I don't think he should be starting the alignment before we started our internal generator, so he just checked. He just checked what we want. So now we check these, and yep, engine master switches are off, so we're not working off the battery. And the slats, flaps, and gear indicators are all showing correctly. Alright, now we're getting to before engine start. So rudders, you can adjust your rudders here. Too close for me, of course. And adjust the seat height, but we're not going to adjust the seat height, we might adjust it before takeoff. Gyro. Normal. Tone low. Steps protruding. That is protruding. Slats override. That's this one here. Closed and normal. Yep. Intercom hot mic. Yeah, we already checked that. That works. Just already contacted us. Flare switch is still normal. Transfer is normal. Fuel dump normal. Air-to-air refueling door closed. External trans as required. Stability augmentation is off. Boost pumps, check. Okay, let's check our boost pumps now. Oh. Start with our left. Left boost pump, okay. Right. Right boost pump, okay. VOR set. We don't have a VOR today, so we're just gonna skip that. Slats and flaps as required. Emergency handle forward. Which one? I'm not quite sure. Drag chute down. Down, yep. Speed brakes in. Speed brakes in. Antenna, upper. Upper antenna selected, yes. Anti-ice is normal, normal. Anti-skid check. Alright, let's turn on our anti-skid. So the light is illuminating. Turn it on. Turns off. Let's pull our emergency paddle. Anti-skid light turns on. Alright. So it's functional. Turn it off. ARI is in. In. Taxi lights off. Off. Emergency brake in. Emergency canopy forward. Weapon switches are still safe. G meter reset. Alright. Clock wind. We don't need a clock today, but we could technically set the time there. Clock's working. Gun sight check. Let's check our gun sight. Let's put it into cage. You can see it there. Brightness is good. Alright. Oh, we can put it back in standby or off. ADI, check in the line. So let's check our ADI. It means check our deflection if it goes 5 degrees down and 5 degrees up. Alright. Now let's align it to the horizon. Emergency attitude align. That already looks aligned. BRG distance as required. We're going to leave that by default since we again don't have any other settings for it. Fire warning tests. Test. Fire warning lights do come on. Fuel check. Let's check our fuel amount. Fuel looks good. We can also check our fuel tank. That looks good as well. Alright. Hook is up. We can set our tack end, but we don't really have any tack ends to set, so we're going to leave that by default. Comms panel set. Comms, we also don't have anything special, so that's set, but don't turn it on. Emergency vent is in. Rain removal off. PTOT heat check. Let's check PTOT heat now. We're going to contact ground crew for this check. PTOT heat.
Roger.
And that's this one.
Damn it. Pido's cold.
Check again.
Roger. Pido is warm.
Perfect. Alright. So PTOT heat is good. Fog as required. That's right next to there. Temperature is set. You can put that in the middle, not that warm. IFF is off. Cockpit lights set as required. We don't need them. Quite bright today. Warning light tests. And that's this switch here. Make sure that all the warning lights illuminate. Looks like everything is illuminated. Alright. Stall warning set. Let's set that to a lower volume. Alright. External lights set. Since today is not a combat mission, we can actually turn them on. Alright, oxygen test and on. so let's turn on our oxygen. And let's test our mask. Mask is good, oxygen's coming out. RWR test. Let's power it on. RWR is working. Okay, now we can start our engines. Let's check our fore. Make sure it's all clear. Forward is clear. Aft. Aft should be clear as well. Ground chief should be clearing everyone out. Should be okay. Okay, fire guard posted. Throttles are off. Let's connect our air supply to the right engine. Connect to right engine.
Roger.
Now we can turn our right engine master to on.
And connected on the right.
And we can start our airflow.
Yep, done.
Alright, now once we reach 10%, then we can hold our ignition switch and push the throttle to half and back. And release ignition. And our engine should spool up. Right, now we can turn on our right generator. We can do another ground check, and that's going to be our spoiler actuator check.
Ready.
Ready?
Partial deflection. Retracted.
Fantastic, spoilers are working. Now we repeat the same steps for the left engine. Now we go to our air source. Connect to left engine. Turn on our left engine master switch.
Yes, sir. Connected on the left.
Seems to not be working in the gesture menu. Alright. And then we can start airflow.
Yep, done.
Okay, engine's pulling up. Half forward, back, release ignition. Now we're going to connect our throttles. And I think when we reach 45%, we can turn on our left generator as well. Alright. Now the generators have come up.
Ready for alignment?
Yep, you can start alignment, buddy.
Got it.
Alright, so now let's we can disconnect our air and electrical power. Disconnect air.
Roger. And we're disconnected.
Okay,
Roger.
power 2. Now we can start our before taxi checklist. So comms on. Transmit receive plus ground. IF guard, IFF on. Oh, just a standby. Now radar altimeter set and test. but I think we had to do that. We had to set our altimeter as well. I think altimeter I'll leave it as is because I'm actually not sure what the proper setting for it is. Alright. CARC KDAC reset. Reset. And we can reset our altimeter. Altimeter is reset. Cycle speed brakes. So let's extend our speed brakes.
Speed works out.
Okay, and put them back in.
Speed brakes in.
Amazing. Slats out and down.
Flaps out. Flaps down.
Fantastic. Slats emergency test. Let's go. Now slats should come in.
Flaps in, sir.
Alright, let's set that back to normal.
Slats out.
Okay, trim 1 to 3 down for the nose. Like to set it 3 down because then there's a really nice takeoff. Now we stick our stick deflection, make sure that there's nothing impedes on stick movement. Why are you not bouncing back? Alright, interesting. Check our rudders, that they're clear. Rudders are clear. Stabog checks. Let's contact ground crew.
Ready.
Alright,
No movement.
fantastic.
No movement.
Good.
No movement.
Alright, stabogs are good. Autopilot will skip. Gun sight as required. Put it into cage. Standby ADI on cage. RWR on. We can set our panel here to radar. And reference primary when the INS alignment is finished. We're still waiting for Jester to finish our alignment. And then we'll also sync compass and remove wheel chocks. Then we'll be done. Let's wait for Jester.
Alignment completed. Go primary sync now. Ready to taxi.
Alright. Alignment is complete. Now we can go into our primary reference. That should be synced up, and we can also sync our compass here with this one here. Oh shoot, oh, what's happening? Alright, sync, and that should bounce back. And now we can remove wheel chucks.
Roger. Wheel chocks out. You're all set. Good to go. Have a good flight. Disconnect.
Thanks, Ground Chief. Alright, so now we are ready for taxi and takeoff. As you may have noticed, I did not turn on our stabogs yet, because apparently stabogs are turned on right at the last moment before takeoff, because on the bounces during the taxiway they can get misaligned, so you don't want to turn them on too fast. And you leave the canopy open until you actually approach the runway, because you don't want to get super hot in the sauna of the sun in the desert, right? So that was a little bit of a test here with my checklist. As you can see, it works perfectly well. Everything's on. All the warning lights are off, except of course the two lights that are actually is the canopy and the stabogs. So everything else is perfectly functional. I hope this was somewhat entertaining, or maybe even educational for you guys. I did this whole checklist written by hand. Of course, you can make it printable, you can put it in a Word format, and there's also a lot of checklists available just out there for you to print already. So just search around the web, I bet you can find something, or make it yourself, like I'm doing. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!